Hi Taurus, welcome back to POSH. I'm happy to have you here with me. I'm doing a Circle of Trust spread for May 2022 for you. It's a 4-card spread. The first card will be who or what you need to trust. Second card, why do you need to trust the situation or the person? What situation brought the need about? And card 4 is what's the next step in the process that's in your best interest. And then we'll look at the bottom of the deck and see what comes up as the overall theme. So right now we're in the waxing crescent in Gemini. This is Taurus's reading. Happy birthday to any Taurus out there because it's Taurus season from April 20th through May 20th. So happy birthday. Taurus, you are an earth sign. The Hierophant is your major arcana card. You're the mentor and the leader. And you're a fixed sign, so you're stable and determined. And we are in your season now. So with this waxing crescent in Gemini, it's time for growth. Set your intentions and dream big, okay? So what else? What else do I have to say? Happy spring, happy Beltane. And I hope everyone is doing amazing and things are going in your favor. And if anything is not and anything's going crummy, I pray things turn in your favor soon, Taurus. So without further ado, let's get to it. If you need to know more about me, you want to find out more about me, check out my About page. If you want to book a reading with me, you can contact me there, look at the links, and that's pretty much it. So I'm using the Dame Darcy Mermaid Tarot, and I'm using the Universal Folk Oracle by Anita Inverardi. She's a fabulous artist. Dame Darcy is as well. I love her decks. They have this retro feel, give a totally different type of reading. But this deck with Universal Folk Oracle, I'm a member of TABI, Tarot Association of the British Isles, and that's where I found that deck. They did a little article about her, and this is really nature scenes. It's just, there's so many images within every card. It really, every time you look at it, you see a different, it comes up subconsciously with something different. So check her out. That's Anita Inverardi, and Dame Darcy is one of my favorites. Whew, okay, so who or what do you need to trust? Three of Wands. Why do you need to trust that situation? Looking at the big picture is my Three of Wands. Waiting for the ships to come in. Being strategic. Planning. Not giving up hope. And it's really an evolution from the Two of Wands, right? Ace of Wands is like, we have this new initiative, new energy, new hope. And then with Two of Wands, we're in the confines of the castle looking out and have the world in the palm of our hands, right? And we're looking out. Three of Wands is the next, really, and you're actually already, you're out. You ventured out, and it's like you're waiting and you're ready to go on that journey. Now you're waiting for the ships to come in, looking at that big picture, looking out on the open sea, and you're not afraid to embrace that, right? You know, before it's like you're sitting at your desk or sitting at your house and you're writing the to-do list and you're writing your wishes, right? But here it is, you're really expectant that it's happening. You're really expectant. And these ships could be coming in to take you on a journey as well. So, they could also represent, to me, being inspired to put yourself out there. And I feel that's what you need to trust, because when I have why you need to trust this, I have Three of Swords, which is heartache and loss, broken contracts. So I feel like you need to trust for this May 2022 with the Circle of Trust spread. You need to trust in yourself, trust in the journey, trust in putting yourself out there. And the sun is, you know, rising for you after this heartache and loss, because I feel that is what's coming. And it's like all eyes are on you really with this. I do feel that. People are watching this. There were thoughts, there were words, there were deeds that happened, you know, times 3 that really like pierced like the heart. And it's painful. I mean, you know, loss is painful. So what situation brought this need about? Let's dig deeper and see what situation brought this need about. Oh my goodness. So I leave this in here. This is actually a card of, I believe, Dame Darcy in the sea as a mermaid. And I love this card, and I love when it comes up, because the situation that brought this about is that you were deep in emotion. You were deep in a relationship. You were deep in love. Water to me, and this picture definitely symbolizes to me being deep into a relationship. And that's the situation that brought it out. And usually sometimes we get blindsided, and other people could see it happening, but we don't, because we're so deep in it and in love that we just don't see it. So I want to pull one more card here with this Dame Darcy as to what situation brought this about, to give more clarity. The World. The situation that brought this about was there was a relationship that you were deep in. Now, whether this was a love relationship, whether this was a relationship that you gave a lot of energy to, and you were really expectant here. It's time to look at the big picture again in a different way, because I see with the World here that the situation is that this ended. Okay? I'm seeing an ending, a closing out of a chapter. And there's sadness here. She's under the water, she's looking down, and very much so in introspection. So it's like you're taking all that water energy that you put into the relationship and really like focusing, processing it, focus on yourself, and allowing the situation here to end. Now I'm going to pull a card. What is the next step in the process for your best interest? This is chapter closing, completion of a cycle, but I see a lot of stars around this world with this World card. So as sad as it may be, or how emotional it may be, or solemn, or it's a lot to process, it's a necessary process. That's the situation that was brought about, that brought this about. For you having to, get back on the horse there and look at the big picture and trust in the process. Put yourself out there. What's the next step in the process is justice. Well, I mean, if there was a relationship here that ended and there was heartache, I see the justice flanking this Three of Swords, right? And I see the Three of Wands here with the World. So it's like an ending and then planning again. And with the Three of Wands card, they are grasping onto one of these wands. So I feel that represents you knowing what you want, and now you just have to go after it. And you're wiser for the process. You're wiser from the process. With the Justice card, this is Libra's energy, Taurus, okay? So justice is balancing of the scales. Now, with the Justice card, the sword is down. It's not drawn up. So I feel that you're using your thoughts to brace yourself from this heartache. You're not using those thoughts anymore to strike out or argue. You're using it to sort of lean on the fact that, with the World here in justice, it's like karma will take care of things. If it was meant to be for this relationship, a situation not to end with the Circle of Trust spread, then things would have been different. But you're sort of trusting in the process now, and you're coming out of your shell here as well. Just like I see with the Three of Wands here, it's like you're coming out of your shell here. And to see the justice, come like a circle to the Three of Wands, it's just confirming you're putting yourself out there again. And that is a positive thing for this Justice card coming up. What's the overall energy and message for this reading? Knight of Pentacles. This is being fired up about mapping out the new direction of your life. You are Earth energy, so that is definitely your energy. Mapping out, slow going, mapping out a new plan after this process here, after this heartache and loss and the chapter ending or something closing that took a lot of your emotional energy. So I'm going to pull a card from the Anita Inverardi deck, the Universal Folk Oracle, and then I'm going to close the reading for you. So please hit like and subscribe if you like this spread, and it helps support the channel, and I really do appreciate it. So this is adventure. So with adventure here, this is definitely an adventure with this Three of Wands. It's also an adventure mapping out your future anew with the Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady, never giving up, being fired up about doing that slow process to rebuild. Now, with this card here, with the adventure card, I'm getting laughter, spontaneous nature, renewal. I feel it's really important to you as an earth sign, especially with your birthday season here. You're reinventing yourself, right? Every time we come across and we have a birthday, or even they say every 7 years, the cells in our body renew itself. So if you believe that, if you research that, but I feel every year even we go through a cycle and do a review, really. And sometimes you'll find big things do happen around our birthday. Not every year, but sometimes they do. And that is a call to embrace those inherent qualities within your sign. Adventure, laughter, spontaneous nature, renewal. Spend time in nature, and don't forget to stop and smell the roses. I feel like that's a big message for all these May readings that I'm doing. So that's it. Enjoy the process and keep the faith. And I feel like your subconscious and your intuition is showing up as this bird here. But you need to listen to your thoughts, listen to your intuition, but also be sly like a fox in the same manner, okay? And even when I look at this, with her hair, parting, so for her eye, there's a strand of hair. It's like you're peeking out to start anew, just like you're venturing out of this shell with the Justice card, just like you're venturing out now with this Three of Wands, putting yourself out there. So trust in the process. Let me know how this applies to you. I love to hear comments. I always respond. And happy Beltane, happy spring, and happy birthday, Taurus. Namaste. I pray you find your way. I'll see you next time. Mwah.